What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Next Win podcast with your host, Aunt Ma.
Co-host Justin Vaseur.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
You were gone for a long time.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. So in the last episodes, I learned a lot about, you taking this big jump into buying a home.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I want to talk about, um, because you're taking 6 months to buy a home and you're still kind of doing your thing. Now I want to talk about, do you want to buy a home now or after you get married? Because right now you just have a girlfriend, right?
No,
What do you mean no?
dude, I proposed.
Okay, I know. I was one of the first ones to message him. I saw it on Instagram, but this is a question I get all the time. People
Yeah.
ask me, they say, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting married. We want to get married first and have the wedding first,
Yeah,
and then recuperate some money and then buy a home."
yeah.
And I would love to know for you, what are your plans? Are you trying to buy a home first, or are you having a wedding first? And also, congratulations, Justin.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
much growth on this podcast.
Yeah,
man.
that was a good win for sure.
Yeah, I think the personal wins are. We need to do a lot more of that on this podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
Business wins, personal wins, not just real estate wins. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I think we're both open to like we just started talking about like having the wedding and all that stuff,
Yeah.
which is really interesting.
Well, how long ago did you propose?
I proposed. It was September 24th, which
Which is like a couple weeks ago.
yeah, it was a couple weeks ago. And we went on like a little trip together.
Where'd you guys go?
We went to an island called Curaçao.
Where is that?
It's the ABC Islands. It's right next to Aruba.
Okay. Where's Aruba on the map? Like, what
Uh,
states would you go to get down there?
So you could go to either Texas or Florida first,
Okay.
and then fly down to the island.
How far is a flight from like Florida?
It's like 3 hours.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's super easy.
That sounds like close to the Bahamas.
I think so. Yeah. Kinda.
Okay.
So yeah, we went to Curaçao. And the reason why we went there was because my dad's side of the family is from there.
Did your whole family go with you?
No, it was just us two.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was just us two. We went on just like a little vacation together, and it was a really nice vacation. The first 2 days we spent time with our with my family,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the week we did like our adventure stuff.
Yeah. How was it to see that family? Like, how long has it been since you've seen?
Oh,
Long time.
yeah, long time. I think
Yeah.
it was like 10 or 12 years.
I'm surprised your parents didn't go with you.
Yeah, I think it was kind of like a sad thing, but at the same time exciting.
Yeah.
Because it would have been nice to go out with my parents and like explore the island with them, and then
Yeah.
have my dad show me or I've been to the island before,
Yeah.
but maybe show my fiance
Yeah.
the island and where he grew up and things like that. But um it was kind of like a last minute trip because we found a really good deal online,
Okay.
and we were like, let's just book it.
Damn.
So we got that.
Is that when you were like, now I need to go buy a ring all of a sudden?
Kind of.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
so fast.
Yeah, kind of. So I've been thinking about this for like basically years.
Yeah.
And uh, she kind of sent me some ideas of what like the ring she liked,
Yeah.
and over the last few years, and
Justin used to talk to me a lot about rings and marriage stuff and like how he's getting ready for it. And just like a month ago, he was asking me about ring sizes and things like that. Like he knew what he wanted, what kind of ring, what size he wanted, and he was so for sure. And I was like, I think you just need to take her with you to a ring shop and see, because
Yeah.
it's totally different.
Yeah.
Like you guys had to go ring shopping,
yeah,
and then you did that.
I
and,
think the
like,
same day.
the same day.
I think so.
That's how fast, like, you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think the same day, cause yeah, I've had that in mind. I had the ring in mind and everything.
yeah, and
But
the ring you had in mind, and then when you guys went ring shopping, was it? Did it all plan out as you thought, or did some things change?
it was perfect.
Really nice.
Yeah, it was basically the same style ring and everything. Cause like Prior to when we went, I already had some things lined up
Yeah.
online and stuff like diamond and the setting and all that stuff. But even for myself, it was kind of hard to understand, like, okay, what does it actually look like? You
Yeah, until
know?
you're physically there and it gets more
Yeah,
clear.
and so online, it was like so difficult to understand, like, okay, how big is this diamond or whatever.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, we went to go look at some stuff, and it was kind of crazy because the particular style of diamond that she wanted, nobody had it.
Really?
Yeah,
What's so
and
special about it?
it's not even special. It's just a radiant cut diamond, and nobody had radiant cuts. It was all oval, and then all the princess cuts and things like
Yeah.
that. And so we went to one place in town square called Sky Diamonds, and immediately we found the right one. Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, dude, this like makes things a million times easier,
Yeah.
you know? So then,
So she tried it on and she's like, "This is the one."
yeah.
Yeah. And then so from that point you're like in your mind you're like, "All right, cool, cool, cool." And
Yeah,
then so you went back and bought it?
basically, because it was like legitly almost the same thing that I had in my cart,
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
S-
And so I was just like, okay, I can see the ring. I know how it looks. It
Yeah.
looks amazing. I could see the size of the diamond that,
Yeah.
even that process was cool. The lady that I worked with, she showed me the sizes
Yeah.
of the diamond itself, and we went from like a 1 carat to like a 3 carat and things like that, just to
Damn.
see the different sizes.
Yeah. I can't imagine putting a 3 carat diamond on me.
Yeah,
Imagine that on my earrings. It's
yeah,
insane, bro. My ear would be gone.
yeah, and so yeah, it was a lot easier to do it in person,
Yeah.
and we got things done and it worked
So
out.
let me ask you something personal. If you don't want to answer it, that's totally fine. For everyone that's listening who isn't married and they are on the verge of, popping that question, we do have a lot of listeners who are young adults trying to take the next step. When you got the ring, was it like, were you saving for the ring for a long time? Did you have the full amount, or are you financing the ring? Like, how is that in terms of stress level for you and buying a ring?
Oh, so that particular thing is kind of funny because I had a credit card
Yeah,
that that I just got,
yeah.
and so,
You're trying to clear debt and you got a credit card?
huh?
You're trying to pay off your debt and you got a new credit card?
The way it's funny because the way it's working out is like I'm flipping, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm like flipping debt around.
Or you're moving that to a lower interest card?
Yeah, like stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, like I've already paid off a lot of my debt, and
Yeah.
I think literally the last thing is this ring. And
And
so,
I'm also making it
but
sound
that's
like this guy's got a lot of debt. He doesn't.
yeah,
We all have credit cards.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but there was a purpose to that.
Okay.
So like, I got this card, right, and then it was like, oh, if you spend $5,000 in the next 3 months, then you get $750.
Cool.
And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I have the money for the ring,
Yeah.
but I was like, if I could get $750 just because
Nice.
I'm spending on something that I'm already gonna get,
Yeah.
then I'll just use that.
So you
You know?
used the new card, got the 750, and then you're gonna pay off the card within 30 days, so it didn't even
Yeah,
matter.
exactly.
Nice.
So now I got $750 for
Yeah.
whatever's. But yeah, that's how I did it.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So he had the money. He still used a credit card to get a better deal.
yeah,
I like it. So I just hope that if you guys follow his, uh, the way he did it, you guys do pay off your credit card as well.
yeah. Don't use your credit card kind of like your debit card, I would say. You know what
Yes,
I
use
mean?
it like it's cash.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you guys use credit cards, you have to use it knowing you have the cash.
Yeah, that's something that I learned. I mean, I had that mentality before,
Yeah,
but through the pandemic, I was kind of like splurging or whatever,
yeah,
and it caught up to me, and now like throughout this year, I've been paying the debt off and all that stuff.
yeah.
But now because I had the cash for it and all that, I was like, you know what? Let me get $750 real
Nice.
quick.
So as your friend, I actually want to hear about this proposal.
Okay.
How did it all happen? Did you were you nervous?
I was super nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you knew she was gonna say yes, right?
Yeah.
So why were you
Uh
nervous?
um so everything was so fast
Yeah.
um that like I think it was like 2 months before I was trying to plan like a very private dinner,
Yeah.
and every restaurant that I called was booked for that weekend,
Yeah.
because there was like an event going on or something. And I was like, okay, what can I do? And I was like, okay, maybe we can do like a private picnic or something on the beach. And so I called up a few people, and they're all like, I think there was like a specific event that was going on that weekend that
Yeah.
everybody was booked for. And so nothing was lining up.
Yeah.
And then um like the weekend that we got there, I was like, okay, what am I gonna do?
At the vacation spot?
Yeah, at the vacation
Oh, you
spot.
didn't even plan it out yet.
Well, I had the day planned out.
Oh,
I had the
okay.
day planned out. It was just more so like the location, like what am I gonna do,
Yeah.
and then
Did you wait for to do it in the beginning of the trip or the end of the trip?
beginning of the trip.
Yeah, so you can enjoy the rest of the trip, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
exactly.
imagine if she said no and you wouldn't enjoy the rest of your trip.
Oh man. Just yeah, I did it at the beginning of the trip, and like she's always wanted to have things like more like private
Yeah.
and personal. So the location that we stayed at,
Yeah.
it was like a really nice kind of jungle themed hotel, and we had a nice balcony that kind of looked over the whole place and the ocean and stuff.
Sounds like a lot of sexy time.
Oh, oh yeah, maybe. No, but
Maybe.
um, and we had a wraparound balcony.
Nice.
So what I ended up doing was having like a private lunch on the balcony, just us two.
Nice.
And it was very intimate, very special, and just us. You know,
Damn. Nice.
yeah. And I think I think it was perfect.
That sounds amazing because I did mine also on vacation when I went to Hawaii, and I tried to do it in a public place. When I wasn't thinking like to do it in a public place, I was just like, this is the best view. So I did it
Uh,
at a hiking spot, and there was like people popping up left and right. I'm like, oh shit, we can't do this here. And then I go to another spot on the beach, and there's still people, but it was just like I just wanted that view. So it's like when she says yes, and then we hug and kiss and stuff, it's like now I can enjoy this beautiful view.
yeah,
And then you got to do that all in the privacy, and like that was a great idea. I
yeah.
love that.
I think it was perfect, and I recorded it too, cause
Nice.
like the whole time I was vlogging,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, there were so many things that were like so messed up. Like if I got a spot, I was
Yeah.
gonna have a photographer,
Yeah.
take photos. Um,
He's gonna pop out of nowhere when she says yes.
yeah, basically, yeah. Um, but that didn't work out, and so I recorded the whole thing, and I think yeah, it came out really great.
Nice. So I guess now you guys have been talking about the wedding, and I don't think we got to that question yet. Are you trying to buy the home first, or are you trying to have the wedding first?
Um, I think for us, if we find a great opportunity to buy a home, we're gonna buy a home.
Okay. So it doesn't matter to you, or do you have money for both, or are you just not gonna have a big wedding?
We're not gonna have a big wedding.
Okay, family only. So that means William and I are not included.
No,
Just kidding.
again,
I don't mind, dude. Like,
no, again, like I said, you know, she likes things very private.
yeah,
And so do I to an extent.
yeah,
Yeah, she likes things very private, and we might have something where it's again just immediate family, and then
yeah.
afterwards, like if we have the house at that time, then
Celebrate.
throw a fat party where everybody
Nice.
comes through and like we have
Yeah.
fun.
I think that's great. I love the intimate and immediate family type of weddings because when I had mine, my parents were like, "Oh, you're gonna do it here? Like, I gotta invite your uncles, your aunts." I'm like,
Yeah,
"I've never even met these dudes in my life." You know
exactly.
what I
And
mean?
our families are huge,
Yeah.
so
So my same thing. My dad was like, "Okay, it'd probably be like 300 people," and I'm like, "Oh shit, who are all these people?" And I got to pay for this myself. So my plan was like, I'm going to have the wedding in Vegas, and I lived in LA at the time, hoping that people wouldn't come, and then also pick a venue that only had 100 max
Yeah.
for a guest list. And but everybody said they're down to go, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, I know you guys love me, and
Yeah.
but I also at the same time, what was hard was because I had a 100 people guest list. It was like now I had to cut down friends, and it's like the ones that didn't get invited, they're still really really great friends. I still appreciate them so much, but and because of that, they're like, why didn't I get invited? And they
Yeah.
get so butthurt. I've lost so many friends because of that, and it's like, how come you just can't understand that I'm paying for the wedding myself? My
Yeah.
parents aren't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even having a dinner because I can't afford to pay you guys all for dinner. After the wedding, you guys got to go eat yourselves and then come back to the room and party. Because
Yeah.
you want dinner or you want me to buy you all this alcohol in the room and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think
it's hard.
yeah, something small for us is cool, and then just have the rest of the money to put into a house.
So here's another question. And sorry to your fiance if she's listening. Let's pretend she's not gonna listen to this episode. Okay. What is the biggest win in your life? Buying the home or getting married?
I feel like those are just two different things.
They're apples and oranges, but it's like where
I think
you have life goals, right? You've always thought, I need to buy a house, I need to get married. Which was more important to you first?
um married for sure.
So she's listening to the episode.
No, married for sure, because I think if you have a great partner, then it's just gonna, improve your life so much.
Yeah,
I think um at least for me, like I've learned a lot through our relationship,
yeah,
and even like um the person that I'm becoming now
yeah,
is, a lot different than who I was before. And it is because of her. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
because of our relationship. And so once you have that solid foundation and have a strong partnership, then it makes life a lot easier.
That's awesome. I like that a lot, Justin. You have grown so much, and I've known you for so long, and man, this is incredible.
Yeah, I had a chat GBT write that.
All
I'm just kidding.
right. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoyed Justin's life update because it's just amazing to see the growth. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to look in the description boxes. Reach out to Justin, me, if you want to buy a home, you want to buy a ring, hit him up. But also, if you want some photography and videography business for your wedding, he can do that as well. Um, Guys, make sure, please follow and subscribe to us on YouTube and all podcast platforms, which
Yeah.
is Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, iHeartRadio, and Castbox. And also, guys, I just learned Google Podcast is going away.
Really?
It's turning into YouTube podcasts.
Oh, interesting.
So make sure you also follow us when that happens. And we really appreciate you guys. And give us your feedback on everything. So until next time, see you on the Next Win podcast.